Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Play StarDrive 2. This is a game that's in the genre of the space strategy 4X style game. Something like Civilization in space. This one, however, in particular, is probably the closest thing that we may ever have to a successor to Master of Orion 2. This is created by Zero Sum Games, which I guess is basically like one guy. But it is a fantastic 4X game, and the reason it's 4X fantastic is because it's similar to Master of Orion 2. I'm a huge fan of that one. Anyways, we can go ahead and get in here. We're gonna do a standard campaign, and we have 9 races to choose from for this. We have the plant folks. We have humans. Every race has different attributes. Some are good, some help out. Like for instance, humans are good at researching, but they're corrupt, so they have negatives to their tax revenues. And we have the Meklar or the Opterus, whatever you want to call them. We have space bears, which I think we're gonna try the space bears. These are the Klingons of the StarDrive world. We start off. We have a high G world, which gives us some bonuses to our ground troops. We're good. We have higher ship hit points than most because we are quality engineers. We're ferocious warriors, so we're very good at ground combat, but we're not good at spying because obviously you see a giant bear walking through, you're gonna be suspicious. We are eco-friendly though because we're bears, and so we don't produce quite as much pollution as most. And we have a rich homework, just 2 production per worker, so we are good workers. We are ponderous space fighter, which means we hurt on weapon damage, so we don't hit very hard. You can come in here and customize this. If you're familiar with Master of Orion, this should look very familiar. And you can change a few things. Let's say we want to maybe drop the high G homeworld. We can pick something else up. Like, I don't know what we want to do. Anything? Anything? We could be industrious workers. Maybe? Sure. Because that on top of our what was the other one we had? On top of our eco-friendly would be nice. Yeah. And rich. Yeah, so we'll be producing all kinds of good stuff in our homeworld. So yeah, we'll try that. We are the Kolrathi Shogunate. Basically, we're like samurai bears in space. I am Nook, and color we're gonna go with yellow. And I think we'll do 5 might be okay actually. I will do six opponents. Difficulty normal is okay. And let's lower this a bit. There we go. We'll cram everyone in there. It makes it a little more interesting. Let's go even smaller. 45. There we go. 44. And we can adjust how the planets are aligned, random, clusters, or a spiral galaxy. And we'll just do randoms. It's fine. And these are just basically if we have more life type planets like oceans or deserts versus barrens and radioactive planets, and how rich and how many pirates we have, which we'll leave it how it is. We can choose how our opponents are, but I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and go. This is basically telling us our story and how we discovered our FTL drive. I won't read it to you. You can read it if you like. Each one has their own, which is kind of cool. The humans one is basically talking about how Einstein was correct, but we can still do FTL. So glory and honor to the Kolrathi. So we start off. This is our intro system. We're in the system of Rathi, and our homeworld is Tor here. And we have a medium tundra next to us, and we have a what? We have a medium Gaia next. Really? I start with a Gaia in my system. Nice. And we have a Baron out here. We can check out Tor here. We can click on it, and this is our system production screen. Similar like Civilization, this is our city screen. Basically, we have farmers and workers and scientists. Where depending on where they go, depending on what they make. So, for instance, we move our farmer, we're short food now, and you can see it up here as well. We're empire wide, we're short food, and colony wide, we are short food. So. We're going to leave him here. We are producing a little bit of pollution, but because we're eco-friendly, we're not too bad. But each of these guys is making a bit of, I guess they're giving me 6 for each worker. And we also have science, which bears with some cool goggles. And this is here, empire-wide. These are empire-wide stats. This is all just the system-wide, or planet-wide. Over here is the actual structures that are on our base right now. We have a star base, and we have an infantry base, which the infantry base will slowly generate troops as it goes. I think you have a maximum of 6. Yeah, Maximum supported infantry is 6, and actually you can manually upgrade every one of these guys. You can give them, so he's got a shield. You can give him, you say he needs a shield too. Give him a shield. So yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do to these guys. So that's kind of cool. That's a whole other part of the game. We'll get there eventually. But first off, we need to figure out our construction. First thing we're going to do here is we're going to make a freighter fleet. These, they in addition to helping send food around your empire, they also work for trade agreements, and they also work as troop transports. So we're going to grab one of those, and I think we're going to grab a couple. Should we grab a ship? We're going to grab a couple of these little guys. These little corvettes do not take command points. You're only allowed to have a certain amount of command points based on how many planets and how many star bases you have. But corvettes are free up to the number, so we can have 7 free corvettes. So we'll build a couple of them. They'll help us out just a little bit, just in case a pirate shows up and decides to mess with us. We'll have somebody around. We'll do that, and we'll move back out here. And as you can see, you zoom out, and we have this is our galaxy. So we are right in the middle, which is nice. Not really, but we have some sort of nebula-looking thing going on over here. And we have looks like 3 systems that are in our pretty vicinity. So we start off with an exploration frigate and a colony ship. It's tempting just to grab that Gaia, but man, I can't believe I start with a Gaia next to me. We're gonna send him out. We'll hit this guy first. And so he's got 3 turns to hit there. As opposed to Master of Orion, instead of just having to send just to the start, you can actually send him anywhere in space, which is kind of cool. So we're going to go through these options here. First up, we have science. Now this is the same thing as Master of Orion. You start off with every level of tech, you get to pick one thing, unless there is a race ability that gets you, called creative, that lets you could get both of them. But normally, you get one, and basically, so say I pick Automated Rover Bay, then I'm out of luck on Xenomine. The only way of getting Xenomine would be to go find someone to trade with. And then once you do that, you move on to the next level. So say we grab Fighter Bay, then we're out of luck for those 2. Unless we trade, then we'll go on to the next level. So that's how the research works. And we're going to grab research labs first, though. Give us a bit of a jump start. In 20 turns, we will have those with our 4 beakers per turn. This is our Empire Management. As you can see, this is similar as what we had before on the colony screen, just a little bit easier to see if you have more colonies. We will eventually get leaders that will show up. We don't have any yet. And these are the planets that we have nearby. This has a protophyll cache, which some planets have certain abilities. It's also beautiful. So the cache is a strategic research, which means if we have 4 or more of those, then we get a +10 approval rating throughout the Empire for our protophyll air fresheners. But just having one gives us a -5 pollution throughout the Empire. So, and then it's also beautiful, which gives us a +15% approval rating through the colony. And then Ancient Mines gives us oh, I guess there's mines already there. So once we once we get there, I guess it'll help us. Oh, production probably. Yeah, check out our production. 7 production per worker. Wow, that is fantastic. Wow. So there's that. Next up, we have diplomacy screen, which we don't know anybody else, just us. And then we have this is the shipyard. So for your ships, you can customize the building of every ship. Right now, this is our Explorer, and this looks a little bit crazy, but it's actually not real bad. I haven't quite figured out the best way to build the best ship, but each ship has different modules that you're going to put on, and you're actually going to put them where they go. So if you want a heavily defended nose, you can throw a bunch of armor on there in the front, and you can kind of, as you can see, you can plop it on there and get rid of the fuel cells, that kind of thing. Or you can just start with a blank ship and do some things to it. These are the little guys that we just made, that we were working on making. They have lots of tiny laser cannons and some engines. That's basically all they are. It's just tiny engines. But yeah, so that's shipbuilding, which takes some getting used to. I haven't quite got the knack of it yet, but it does give you some that are already pre-built, and as you get the tech for it, it'll give you the newer one. For instance, this long claw, we're missing something to build for this. I'm not sure quite what it is, though. Probably, I'm not sure. But there's something that we're missing, which is the reason we can't build this long claw. We're lacking the necessary ship module or whole text, and then it'll just keep on going along with tech. So you can use those if you haven't quite got the hang of the building screen, and this tells you kind of what this helps you build them. So anyways, let's go ahead and do our first turn. I'm really tempted to grab that Gaia, but I think I'm going to hold off. Because it is kind of a small galaxy and we have so many people, it's probably a good idea to grab a system early on. For instance, like a large ocean. Alright, so we're not quite there, but we have enough scan radius. We can actually see what's in the system. We have, looks like a tundra, a tiny desert, large ocean here looks kind of nice. And then an ultra-rich toxic. So that's actually, that large ocean actually might be okay. What is the underground? Underground ocean gives me +1 food per farmer. It is tiny though, it's not real helpful. Let's check out this guy. Okay, keep on going. And we are still building our freighter fleets. There's one there. We reached the Thrall System, and we have a gas giant which we cannot build on, but you can eventually get there, and you can also build star bases, not bases, outposts, which you can use those the gas from there. We have a large baron here with diamondite, which gives us +5 hit points per ship that's built there, and a nano cache +1 production worker across the empire on that one. We'll just be producing fools. We'll hit that wormhole as soon as we're done with this other one here. And how are we doing here? How is our... You know what? I want you to give me another colony ship there. We'll build one of them and then we'll get a colony ship. I'm too eager to grab these things. I probably need to grow fast starting off here because of... That is loud. There we go. Because it is a small galaxy and there's so many people, I probably do need to build fast. But this is GNN, which is the same as Master of Rhyme. Basically, this is the Galactic News Network broadcasting live from a highly secure location. Filtering in that 7 new races have taken to the stars, marking the start of a new cycle. Will these fledgling races repeat the mistakes of those who came before them, or will one champion emerge to claim the victory? Over the coming weeks, we will be taking a closer look at each of these races to see how they are coming along, now that they have those star drives working for them. We'll be back with more as we have it. Until then, this has been GNN. Thanks, GNN Robot. Right, so we'll get here and we'll see where this... Discover the reed system. Oh, hey, this is indica of the polyp symbiosis. This is a great day to make some friends. These guys are friendly. We like friendly folks. So the way the diplomacy screen works is pretty... I would say it's similar, but not quite. Each thing you have has a certain value, and it may vary based on who you're talking to. But that's not it. So as you can see, our values are equal, but they don't have enough tolerance yet. The more we know them, and the longer we deal with them, the tolerance will rise. Right now, we don't have enough tolerance. They don't... See, there we go. We don't all... I'm gonna be honest. Meat, we just don't trust you that much. So, we just aren't... Maybe in a few turns, his tolerance will rise, and we'll be able to do that. But for right now, we can't. So, we're just here to say, hey. Where is he? Oh, he's going to colonize. Oh, man, look at that. I wasted my chance. I blew my chance. There's one right there. Well, I think that's okay. I hope it's okay. The reed system is empty. There's just a comet there. Alright. So that's a bummer. But, you know what? We're going to grab this Gaia. I think. Man, I hate grabbing so early. What do we want to do? Do we grab the Gaia, or do we go in here and grab, like this one? They won't like that at all. It's not really that great of a system. Let's see, so I could get... I would have... These are all, of course, be mine. I could probably grab this one of these over here. They're not the greatest. The Diamond Knight's kind of nice. And... we could expand a little bit further. We could send our scout. Let's go check out this one. Okay. For the fuel cells, as you can see, the scout has 530 units of astronomical units worth of fuel. So once he gets out here, it'll spend 100. Once he gets out of my yellow sphere here, it'll start burning these. This is how the fuel cells work for the game. Once it gets empty, then I'm out of fuel and I slowly make my way back to my space just by itself. So you want to try to planet to where you get back to a starbase to refuel before you head back out. So anyways, we'll go check out that one. Oh, I could check out this wormhole. We probably should see where that's going. Let's do that. I'm going to colonize this wormhole system. That might be nice to have. Which one do I want? I think I want the... What's the nano cache? Production one per across the Empire. 5 hit points a year. Ship. Yeah, let's grab this one. For each cache of nanobots controlled, +1 production per worker across your Empire. And there is... nope. Yeah, let's do that. It's ultra poor, which is kind of sorry. But we're going to do it. And we have a ship. Is that everything? We're on a colony ship now, okay? Continue on. Okay, we'll see where this wormhole goes. We are... Oh, it's not too far. Down in the Danik system. We have a small swamp, and we have a gas giant. Looks like somebody is at this swamp. So let's check out. We might have a minor race here. These little question marks are unexplored anomalies. And we can... You see there's some sort of research things. I should probably check out that one too. So let's go ahead. Are you there? Yeah. Colonize that one. Go ahead. Okay. We now have the Thrall System. Oh. Are you trying to interact with the inhabitants of this planet or attack the other planet? This is the other system that was down south in space terms. We're going to talk to them. We don't want to attack. Hello, Nook. You have found our homeworld of Kalakt. We once aspired to rule the stars, but the more we traveled from home, the less fulfillment we felt. Look to the universe to provide meaning for us. What is our place? Why does this infinite cosmos exist? What's our role in it? Yada 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 yada. Yeah. Bending space and time to our will is, in the end, far less difficult than bending our instincts to our will. Alright? Yes, enough talk about philosophy. You have your own quest and wonder what we might aid you. Perhaps there are opportunities for us. Rest of insectoid peoples who once traveled the stars but are largely prefer to remain on their home planet and lead introspective lives focused on self and family. Well, that's sweet. Even so, it is not entirely uncommon to meet a galactic traveler out in the galaxy. So we can give them $100 and they will rearm, refuel, and repair this fleet, or we'll just go on our way. Thanks, guys. Okay, so back to Throth. We are going to build Starbase. It'll take a little while. It'll take a long while. But that's okay. We are short on food now because of building here. So we need to go check out Tor and move. Let's move one of these science bears over here to farming. So now we're +1. So one of our freighters, as you can see, we weren't using a freighter. And now we are using a freighter because it is now, it's moving. You'll see it here as soon as the turn goes. You'll actually see the freighter heading between Rathi and Throth. We have our one tiny guy there. Alright. Go ahead and head back to the wormhole. And let's go check out this. Well, you know, how much longer to that colony ship? 16 turns. Okay, we got plenty of time. Okay, let's check out this anomaly. So yeah, there's our... oh! Hey there, humans. I am Pipe Smoke, High Admiral of the Terran Fleet. Again, we don't have really tolerance for anything. So, he is greedy, they're hoarders, and they are wary. Sounds about right. So we can't really do much to him. And there he is right there. So, oh, there they are. The Federation is right over here. So, you know what? We need to get on colonizing some things. We need to stake our claim quick. So let's grab this. Let's check out this star before we lose our opportunity to grab anything. Colony ship coming online. I think the guy will be okay, but I'm going to probably have to grab the guy quick. I don't trust anyone else out here. Because if someone colonizes there, it is definitely going to be war. Because that is my Gaia. We have met the Lastelis system. We have a tiny toxic, and we have a large baron with Noxium. Plus 10% ship speed and tactical combat. Alright. That's not terrible. We might be able to grab that one. Okay, alright, we'll head here on our way over to this orange one. Federation is growing. They must have just colonized this one. Is that where that colony ship was going? I think so. But anyways, I'm going to put a cut in this video, this first episode here. So thank you for watching. And as with any first episode, it is really helpful for any likes. I would really appreciate it for any likes on the video. And I hope you stick around. I'll put a new video out probably about every other day for this series. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.